Okay, so here's Shanna. Hi, Shanna. Helping us set up a new Apple iPad. And we're going to start from the very beginning. So to turn the iPad on, you hold your finger at the end to get the power going, and then you hold what I call the belly button in down at the bottom to turn it on. And it takes the iPad a second to warm up. We're filming this on a particularly freezing day, and these were in a closet, so they might take even a little bit longer than yours does, but be patient. Okay, so you should get a screen that looks like this. iPad. Slide where it said next.
And by default, it shows set at English. So at the top right, to be prompted to the next screen, you'll see a blue and white arrow. Click that. And it's set at United States, and click Next. And you'll have a variety of Wi-Fi, some encrypted and some opened. I'm going to just connect to the first one and put the passcode in.
So I went and turned the light out so that you could see better what's happening. So she typed in the passcode. By the time you watch this, the passcode probably has changed, but it's just as well not to have it on tape anyway.
And then I click Join once I put the passcode in, and then click Next. And we're going to hit the Enable Locations. This will allow you to use some apps that you would need, like Find My iPad, in the instance where you may misplace your iPad. And we're setting this up as a new iPad, and click Next. And this is where we're going to create an Apple ID. I've already set up an email account so that we can retrieve the Apple ID information. So we'll click Free Apple ID.
That was the bottom one. This isn't focusing too well.
And this really doesn't matter so much. I think that it basically just wants to make sure that you're over the age of 13. So I'll just pick a random date. Let's see, we want... that should be safe, 83. There you go.
So the date doesn't matter, just put something in that makes you old enough. Last one I set up, I was 102.
And I think with the other teachers, we just did Mt Abe, and then last name Anesu, and that also doesn't really have any bearing.
But that would be good to go ahead
setting
and put in.
Use your current email address. Have an Apple ID that currently uses an email address you no longer use. I'm going to just use the current email address.
Maybe.
Pause that. And
so we're using that current email address, right?
Right.
Yeah.
On the back side, we engraved on the iPad. You probably can't see.
I can't see it because I turned the light out, but if you look on the back of yours, you'll see there's an engraved.
And I'm going to need to look there. It's MTABET11. That's the first portion of your Apple ID, and it's capital M, lowercase TABE, and then capital T, and then the number
Of your iPad.
At anesu.org. You'll have to finish that off. And then click Next. And your password, I set for all to be the same. It's capital H, capital S, lowercase a, IPAD, iPad.
High school iPad.
Number 20. And I want you to verify.
You don't actually put the number sign down. It's just capital H, capital S, iPad 20. And you'll need that to get apps.
And then click Next. And it has some random questions here that you will have to pick something that's really not relevant either.
Yeah.
Oh.
Best friend, put down Shanna. Oh. If we all use that, then we can retrieve it.
Okay. Email updates. Keep
Go to
on.
Next. Yeah.
Click Next. And at the bottom right, you'll agree to the terms and conditions.
And if you trust us, go ahead and accept them. If you want to read all 280 pages of it, go right ahead. We should be recommending that you read all terms of service, of course. So it's creating the new Apple ID. I'm sorry, this is hard to read. We seem to not win with light on or light off. I'll turn it off while it's creating that. So Shanna's here with a brand new iPad, and she's going to demonstrate how to get a free app from the App Store.
Okay. To get to the app icon, you're going to click the home button on the left side of your iPad, if you're holding it this way. And the App Store icon is there. And on the top right, if you have a particular app you want to browse or install, you click the search store.
Let's do VoiceThread.
Okay. These are recommended apps.
Yeah. We should download those.
Which one do you want? You want to do?
I do all of them.
Okay. We'll just click download for
Because iTunes U would be awesome for our teachers. Huh. Why is it not active? There it goes. They're downloading. So this is what I was talking about. You're going to have to sign in to the Apple Store whenever you get, even if it's a free download. So we're going to use the existing Apple ID, which in this case is
capital M, lowercase t-a-b-e, capital T, 1, 1. And you have to finish it off with at, whoops, at anesu.org.
And how did you know it was number 11?
On the back side, you'll see that we've engraved Mt Abe T11. This is specific to the iPad, and it's also the Apple ID. And the password is capital H, capital S, lowercase I, P, A, D, 2, 0. And then click OK.
And apps are downloading, so it worked. It was happy with that login. That's okay. You have to review it, I think. So this is just the first time you go into the store this is going to happen. Okay, so we're back onto the next screen. She clicked next, and it's asking if we want to use iCloud, and we're saying yes. That means that all your stuff gets stored up there on the cloud.
And it check marks. And then you click next. And you want to back up to iCloud, and click next. Use Find My iPad, that's the application I was mentioning earlier. And click next. And I just usually set to automatically send. You're not going to get emails or anything like that. And register with Apple, and that's on as default. And click next. Start using your iPad.
Yay! Whoops.
So we'll have to go into our email with that Apple ID
to verify.
So we're going to click later on that and open up the Gmail account for that Apple ID.
So she's typing in google.com, and she'll find mail in there.
You're not going to get this every time.
No.
This is like.
But I always okay it. I don't care if they know where I am.
They know.
They know.
So we click the sign in so that we can sign into email for the Apple ID, and you're going to see in the inbox like a notification or a welcoming letter.
But this is the only time you need to use this Apple email as far as we know. We're just using it to set up this iPad. Otherwise, when you go into Gmail, you can use your own school or home Gmail address, and I can show you how to set that up. It's pretty nice to have both accounts easily available. So she's going into that Mt Abe T11. You have the T in there?
Yep.
11 at ANESU. The same password, which was
Yep.
that uppercase H, uppercase S, iPad 20.
And with the email, I don't think you need to do the uppercase. But if
We'll
you're going
find out.
Yes. Click sign in. And there you are. We're signed in.
Yay.
go to More and click Mail, and you should have a welcome Apple email. Yay!
There it is.
Oh, it's pretty small. I'm going to turn it sideways. I seem to see it better.
I do that too. And see how she used her fingers to push out to make it bigger? It's pretty nice.
And you'll want to click the Verify Now.
Okay, so we stepped out in the library to make that process happen a little faster, but you didn't miss anything. We're just on the next screen.
So after verifying in your email inbox, you'll get this page here, and it's going to want you to confirm with the Apple ID, which is capital M, lowercase t-a-b-e, capital T, and this is 11, at anesu.org, and the Apple ID is capital H, capital S, lowercase I, P, A, D, 20. And we verify the address.
And this is the only time you have to do this, so it's just
we're
for
done.
setting it up. Yay!
So we can X out of that. And we're done with email. While it was opening up the validation for the Apple account, Laura and I were talking about setting up the Gmail account and going through Safari, and thought that would be the best way so that your personal information isn't set on the iPad itself, because you can't set up a Gmail account.
Well, and this can be a teacher's personal decision. I have it on mine, but if you're handing this off to kids, you might not want to have your home email on there. So this is a judgment call for you as a teacher.
Okay. On the bottom left, you can sign out. And I think it's done. Right?
Yay! Thanks, Shanna.
You're welcome.
You know, since we're here and have this going, how about we demo how to get an app from the App Store? So hang on, I'm going to turn this off.